Welcome back to my series, Been There, Done That, Never Again, Business Mistakes that I Made While Building a Six-Figure Business. Today's mistake is saying yes to the wrong clients. This is another mistake that I see so many online entrepreneurs make because we want the money, we want the clients, we want the reviews, we want the good testimonials, and so we say yes to everybody even though it kills us just a little bit inside. So one of the biggest clients that I said yes to, I knew from the start that she was a red flag. I 100% had that gut feeling of, oh man, this is not going to end well. This is not going to go well, but I need the money, so let's go ahead and say yes. From day one, getting the proposal, the contract, the payment paid, it was a nightmare already, and I was already regretting it. Diving into the work just became a huge headache. She didn't want to do half the scope of work. She wanted to add on different type of scopes of work. She wanted me to be online 24/7, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just not worth it. I was physically getting sick. I hated opening up my phone. I hated checking Slack. I hated checking my email. Everything about this whole situation was just not only affecting my business, but it was affecting my well-being, and that was carrying over into my family. I ended up firing her a month in and giving her a refund back and just wanting to cut complete ties and say never again. And this is a huge lesson that I learned, that I will never not trust my gut again. Very intuitive person, and so whenever it comes to those gut feelings, those, core little, the little whispering in your ears, the little angel on your shoulder that's saying, you probably shouldn't do this. I 100% now listen to those. I don't ignore them. And every time I do ignore them, it is just a nightmare situation. It probably took me about a month to recover from this nightmare of a client and to get my self-esteem back, my confidence back. And I honestly thought that it was me, that I was just terrible at what I was doing. It wasn't me. We were not aligned. She did not follow my boundaries. She broke boundaries. And this is why it's really good to have self-trust and boundaries inside of your business to protect yourself, so you don't have these experiences, you don't have these type of clients, and you're not draining yourself, getting frustrated, and ultimately wanting to quit a business that is providing for you. Now inside my business, if we are not aligned, if we do not vibe, I will not take on a client. Every now and then a red flag client will find their way through my pipeline, and I won't notice it at first, but after we get working together, I'm like, ooh, how did you get in here? And I always end up terminating the contract because my health, my value, my happiness, my worth means a lot more to me than a paycheck. So if you're still feeling